What's up, guys? Swordsman here. I'm bringing you some more Loadout action. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite shooters that I've played in a very long time. Late last night, I finished a play session by myself, and I even came so far as to say that this is the shooter that I've enjoyed the most since Bad Company 2. I've played a lot of shooters since then. You know, I've played PlanetSide. I've played a couple of Call of Duties. I think what, three Call of Duties since then? Maybe four. Fuck, I don't know. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Crisis 2, and, you know, this is very quickly becoming my favorite shooter since Bad Company 2. That is a lofty statement to make, but the more I play it, the more I like it, and I've just fallen in love with this free-to-play game. And it is very, very rare for me to say. As I covered in the last video, I'm typically not that huge of a fan of free-to-play models, but this one seems to get it right. I still love the microtransaction system. I do think some of the store things are a little overpriced for what you get, but none of them are required. Like, they're meaningless. They're not game-altering things. So, for my money, for my time, I've been having a blast playing this. In this particular game, we are playing a game basically that's like Kill Confirmed. I am playing with my good friend 8-Bit Ronin, Mr. Kyle. He's doing a bit of more of a support role. I'm doing a little bit more of a Slayer role. He has a good healing setup going, and throughout the match, you'll see his healing beams of goodness blasting onto my suntanned ass there, and he just helps keep me alive, helps me continue to slay, and it was a really good duo here that we had going on throughout this match. Now, I don't really want to spend a ton of time talking about Loadout. I have a lot more footage I want to share with you guys. I got a lot more commentary ideas for Loadout. One thing I do want to maybe touch on here is one of the things that I've noticed and I've enjoyed about this game is that if you go to its subreddit, right, and throughout a period of 24 hours, you'll find a post, either a whole new thread or a topic or whatnot, or just a comment somewhere, that in the same 24-hour stretch, you'll see people complaining that every single weapon is overpowered. Whether it's the rifle, the beam, what the hell is it called? The pulse. There we go, the pulse. I don't use that one much. Or whether or not it's the, wow. How do I not know this? You got the beam, the pulse, the rifle. Oh, the rocket launcher. I don't use those either. But like, over the same 24-hour period, you'll have people complaining that every single one of them is overpowered. And that, my friends, is how you know a game is balanced. What people are interpreting as overpowered is what they just got their ass kicked by in the latest Magic 2. And I think that is very strong. And it's a good thing for the game that whenever somebody thinks every weapon is overpowered, it's in a good place. And I think it's really awesome. I've only been playing casual mode so far. I am looking forward to diving into the ranked game mode, which seems to be pretty freaking bananas, where it combines several different game modes into one, and that should be pretty awesome. But we got some other games coming up. Not so much this month, but mostly next month. March is going to be a hell of a month of gaming for people. Purchases for me, so far automatically, are most likely going to be Titanfall. I will be trying out the Titanfall beta. Whether I have to pre-order to get into it, or I have to just get a code from somewhere, I will be trying that before I actually commit my money to it. If it is pre-orders to get in, then I will definitely be doing it through Origin, since they have a pretty good return policy on pre-ordered stuff. And the other game will be Diablo 3's expansion. Now, a lot of people have this bad opinion of Diablo 3, and it's definitely a little lackluster than what people expected. But it's not as bad as a lot of people think. So I've been keeping an eye on all the updates for Diablo 3's expansion, and it's been looking very good. The more I see about it, the more footage I see. I like the direction they're heading. Some people don't. That's completely fine. You'll have people on every decision like that. Some people like it, some people hate it. I am looking forward to it. Got a nice group of friends that I've been looking forward to playing it with, and it should be a good time. So those are my almost immediate buys. I haven't pre-ordered either of them yet, but I will shortly. Probably going to get the digital collectors of Diablo 3. Because let's face it, I like Blizzard collector's editions. I'm just a whore like that. If I can maybe get the physical, I might get the physical collectors, but we'll see. We'll see about that. You also have a couple other big title games in that month. You have that South Park game, Stick of Truth. I'm not super interested in that. I never really got into the South Park thing. Jay and Atheo made me watch a few episodes recently, and they were pretty entertaining. They were more entertaining than what I remember watching when the show was brand new. Because I think I watched pieces of the first season when it was all anyone would fucking talk about back when it came out, and I just didn't enjoy it back then, so I really kind of tuned it out. Then over the years, I watched the World of Warcraft episode, which I did find hilarious. And then just recently, I watched the 3 storyline arc of the Game of Thrones episodes, so to speak, that were like the Game of Thrones with the Xbox One and PS4's type deal combined. It was pretty entertaining. I don't know if that game screams $60 to me. Maybe I'll wait for a sale. Maybe I'll borrow it from the internet. I don't know. Another big one for people is Dark Souls 2. I want to like that game. Jay Kaiser had me play Dark Souls 1, and he told me I had to beat the gargoyles before I quit. And it was an interesting game. It didn't seem quite as hard and scary as people made it out to be, but it was pretty slick. I had some good times with that. I did not beat it. I played around with the gargoyles. But I might pick up Dark Souls 2, at least when it comes to the PC version. I don't foresee myself getting it for the Xbox 360 like he's going to do, but I don't know. That version got delayed by, I think they said 2 months at the moment. That's what they're stating. 2 months of a delay for the Dark Souls 2 on PC. You've got some other games in March as well that I seem to be blanking on. There's a big PS4 exclusive. What is that? Infamous? That's going to be coming out, but that doesn't really apply to me. But I don't know. March is just a crazy, crazy month of games, and I haven't remembered a March quite this packed in really a long time. But I don't know. Maybe it's good. Get some of these games that's not so cramped down on the October, November periods and spread them out a little bit. But those are my gaming plans. This has been some Loadout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. Let me know if you want to see more. Well, I'm probably going to post more whether you want to or not. So, yeah. See you guys.